morning, students. Last class we have seen applications of electrical drives. Okay, next we are going to discuss about types of loads. The topic is types of loads. Okay, majorly there are three basic types of loads. They are: first one, continuous loads; second one, intermittent loads; and third one, variable loads. Okay, these are the types of loads: continuous loads, intermittent loads, variable loads. Okay, now we will see one by one. First one is that continuous load. See that continuous load, the loads for which motor operates. The motor is going to be operate for the load under the same condition for long duration of time. Under the same condition for long duration of time is called continuous load. Means you are going to be operate one motor continuously one hour without stopping. Without stopping, any motor can be rotating for longer period is called as an continuous loads. Okay, see, it is necessary. What is the purpose, main purpose that continuous loads? It is necessary to calculate exact amount of power needed by the drive due to the following reasons. The main purpose of continuous load is that it is going to be calculate exact amount of a power needed by the drive due to the following reasons. The first reason is that if the motor is more than required drive, then the result in reduced efficiency and power factor. The result is that reduced efficiency and power factor. If it is efficiency is reduced, then automatically the performance of motor is bad. Okay, if the motor efficiency is high, then only you can consider the motor is good. Already this type of application have seen in the types of an types of an loads as well as applications of electric drives, otherwise selection of a motors. Already we know this thing. Okay, see here, if the motor HP horsepower is more than required drive is more than required drive, then the result is reduced efficiency and power factor. That is an first reason. Next one, first one is that required more than. Now next, less. If the motor HP is less than required drive, ఒకవేళ మోటార్ డ్రైవ్ కావాల్సిన కంటే తక్కువగా ఉంది అనుకోండి హెచ్పి వాల్యూ, then the motor will get overheated and consequently the motor will be burnt. The two cases keep in mind. First case, HP is more than drive, then the result is efficiency is reduced and power factor. Okay, no problem. If in case less than that of drive, motor overheated, burnout. Compared to which one is best? First one is best because of an reduced efficiency. Whatever that some amount of operation will be done in that HP is more than the drive, but whereas HP is less than the drive, the motor totally completely burnout. Okay, next one, for continuous loads, correct HP motor should be selected. For continuous loads, correct HP motor should be selected. So this type of loads, the motor should be selected and correct way. Okay, continuous loads are constant loads. These loads are constant loads. Next one, such of these examples మన continuous loads, such of these examples are pumps, compressors and conveyors. These are that continuous loads or constant loads. That is about first type of load, continuous load. Okay, next, second one, intermittent loads. Intermittent load. So before that, first one is that continuous load. See that picture, that is an time and output. Continuously time is going to be an operate, then automatically temperature in the rise in the machine. So you can see that in graphical representation also. Okay, next one, intermittent load. intermittent loads. There are two types: short intermittent loads. Second one is that long intermittent loads. Intermittent loads are two types. They are short intermittent loads, and second one is that long intermittent loads. See the pictures. This is the time and output are rising the temperature. The first figure 1 is indicated to short intermittent loads, and figure 2 is indicated to long intermittent loads. Now see here, then first one, short intermittent loads. In this case, motor is loaded for a short time and then shut off for a long time. Very important. Motor is loaded for a short time and shut off for long time. Suppose you are running a one motor, the motor is keeping a load for a short time, then the motor is going to be shut down for longer time. That is for short intermittent loads. See that picture, that is a time versus temperature rise. So during that short time only, see that the waveform is observed. Once you can observe that waveform, within short time only the load is to be added. Automatically system is going to be shut down. Such considered as short time rating used in missions. This type of missions we can observe in kitchen and mixers and lock gates. See that, taking one example, mixie. First we are doll is going to be to mix it. At the time the mixing capacity is low, but we are putting a doll is a large amount, then automatically the mixie get be overload, then it will be continuously is stopped. Once we are pressing that load, after some time we are pressing one overload or hit button, then after the mixie is going to be run. So that is necessity to give that small input, then after it will be continuously take that operation. Okay, next second application is that long intermittent loads. The only that difference is that first one is that load for short time and shut down for short time. Now second case is that load for short time and then shut down for short time. It is called for long intermittent loads. Examples: lifts, cranes, rolling mills. Lift, cranes and rolling mills. This is also is the taking one lift example. The number of peoples are more, that lift capacity is only 5 members, that it will be added to 10 members, then automatically loaded for, and it will be shut down for short time, then after it will be recovered. That is about second one, that is a long intermittent loads. Next, last type of load is that variable load. Variable load is also called as fluctuating load. Fluctuating in the meaning vary, so that's what we can call as a variable or fluctuating loads. Okay, under this, motor operate for certain duration of a time every load. Motor operates for certain duration of time for every load. For variable load, selection of a motor is important. Variable load is selection of motor. Already we have seen that selection of motors, that variable load is the main important factor. Okay, but largest motor is that which does not exist the prescribed temperature rise under these particular load couples. Example: melting, metal cutting, and lathes and hoist and winder conveyors. These are the examples of an variable loads. Okay, so these are the types of loads. Okay, very important one. There are 3 classifications, that is, continuous loads, intermittent loads, and variable loads. So that explanation, and how to draw that figure corresponding to figures, and you have to give the reasonable examples. Okay, this is about types of loads. The next class we will see about load equalization. Okay, thank you.